Every white man. No, I don't say no. I don't. Because by the way, my wife is mixed race, so her father is white. So I have a problem with the white man.
What's that got to do with it?
And anyway, my point was not every white man. And that's what my statement. Let me speak now. So let me speak. Prophet Muhammad sounded better than you. Let me speak.
Are they prophets?
Brother, you're going to hear me out.
No, we're talking about white men.
Yeah, no, it's not talking about white man. Brother, he claimed pedophilia. Do you understand that? Majority of people that practice pedophilia according to the children organization in Britain are white people. I'm not saying that. Okay, carry on. Excuse me, can you interrupt? No, I talk to you. Okay, now we're talking about God and the covenants, yeah? Okay, so we have to, I'll let you speak. All right? When you were speaking, none of my Muslim brothers were interrupting. But you have finished. Listen to this. We have a Christian brother who's interrupting. So you can see the Islamic manners been manifesting and the Christian manner been manifesting. Okay? I didn't tell you to speak. No, you won't.
That's what you said.
Look, hypocrisy.
If I apologize,
you approached me to speak to me.
I have no reason to apologize.
No problem.
Because the claim is true.
It's not about that claim. It's not about the claim. Let me say directly. Listen, you're talking about God, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, I will speak, and I give you time to speak.
Yeah, no worries.
Because you seem a respectful man, okay? So what I'm saying that, firstly, let me correct him. Okay, just want to correct him. He approached me. I never approached you. All right? Did he approach me or not?
No. This is a free podcast.
There's a camera anyway.
Yeah,
Dark anyway. So about God, covenants, yeah?
I was speaking to him.
What I will say to you, is God perfect all the times?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah.
God is perfect all the times.
Yeah.
Okay. Is God greater than creation?
Yes.
He's bigger than creation.
Yes.
Okay. The woman private part, is he bigger than God or God bigger than the woman private part?
False analogy, bro.
Yeah.
Why false analogy? Tell me. Because you said yes, I want to speak to you.
Takes on humanity.
No.
Let him speak. He has a brain. Speak. Yeah, thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. I like that, Doc. Yeah.
Listen what I'm saying, yeah? Can I speak now? Can you give me at least 2 minutes?
Of course. My question was to you. That you and I, we know God is the greatest.
Yeah.
God is greater than His creation.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
There is not. This is nothing in comparison to God.
Does anyone have a timer?
I can make a time. You want a timer?
Yeah, you can make time. No problem.
3 minutes.
So no problem. No. You're gonna make it to 5 minutes.
No.
You said 2 minutes.
No.
We do 2 minutes. Even though I don't like this 2 minutes.
No,
but for you, no problem.
So they won't be able to, so everyone can listen.
No problem. As long as we deal with my point, no problem. So my point here is that what we have to establish here, that I don't have to be a Christian or a Muslim or a Jew to know about the knowledge of necessity that the Creator has given us, that the Creator is the greatest and there's no one greater than God, and He's perfect all the times. All the times. No, in the beginning He became something, in the middle He changed His mind, He became imperfect. No, perfect all the times. He's the greatest all the times, the biggest all the times. So when He became a baby and He was inside the woman's private part, was He the same God who just told me He's the greatest and the biggest? Because we know the woman body is bigger than the woman private part, let alone the God who's the greatest, His inside being encompassed with the woman private part. So you believe that was God, by the way, yeah?
Out of love He done that, yes.
Out
of love.
He became imperfect.
He became imperfect.
Yeah.
No, He was still perfect.
So was He the greatest all the time?
He was greater all the time.
And biggest all the time?
Wait. Do you understand the Trinity?
Of course, but I'm talking about God now.
I'm talking about God.
Is God the great? Hear me out. Is God the greatest all the time?
All the time.
Is He greater than the creation?
Unless you understand the Trinity, you
No. Is God greater than His creation?
God is greater than His creation.
When He was inside the woman's private part, was He bigger than Mary or smaller than Mary?
I'm asking you a question.
I understand Trinity.
Yeah.
Very well.
Yeah. If
Shall I explain to you?
Listen what I'm saying.
Okay, no problem.
If you understand the Trinity,
you
will have to understand that Jesus, you understand, He came as a baby.
As a baby, that's correct. What you believe.
Still in heaven.
Okay, but those who became, the one that became a baby, was He God?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So God, by definition, regardless who's God to you now, Jesus or the Father or the Holy Spirit, by God's definition or definition of God, He's the greatest. He's greater than anything.
Yes.
He's greater than His creation. You understand?
Yes.
So now when you tell me God is greater than His creation all the times, but at the same time He was inside the woman's private part, encompasses Him, cannot be the same God who is greater than everything else.
Let me ask you a question.
That's a contradiction. That's a paradox.
No.
That's not paradox.
No. That's a fulfillment of what God Himself spoke of.
That's a paradox. I'll tell you why it's a paradox. Anyway, go on.
Do you believe the Old Testament?
Not everything it says. No.
Okay. When God said through the prophet, unto us a child is given, a son is given.
Okay.
His name should be called Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, God with us.
Yeah. Do you believe that?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Yeah.
But there's a different. Derek, I have respect.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with us. Has nothing to do with us. My point here is that you and I, we have something called a knowledge of necessities.
Yeah.
Knowledge of necessities that we know God is perfect all the time.
Yeah.
I don't have to read the Bible or the Quran. Every human being is born with it.
Yeah,
That's what
instinctively, yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
correct,
That's what
correct,
distinguishes
correct.
Islam from Christianity, Judaism. Islam goes in line with our natural inclination. That God is greater all the times. He's the great all the times. So it is illogical, irrational, a paradox to say God is greater and greater than everything, but at the same time, the woman private part who is smaller than the woman herself, who is able to encompass him. For example, if I tell you about cup, this cup, yeah, it's bigger than the ring. Yeah, no. Look how many Christians. Look the Muslims, mashallah. Muslims, mashallah, manifesting. Yeah. There's no answer for this, except you have to switch off your brain. You have to switch off your brain. So hear me out. Okay, which one is bigger, the book or the cup?
The book.
If the book went inside the cup, and the cup encompasses the book, which one is bigger?
Let me.
No, I ask my question.
Wait,
I have respect.
No.
Well, I like to have a discussion with you.
I can't answer the way you want me to answer.
No, I'm asking you if the book went inside the cup. Okay, go on.
Listen what I'm saying.
Go on.
Can Allah do anything?
Allah does whatever He wishes.
Exactly.
No, I haven't finished. Allah does whatever He wishes according to His wisdom and His mighty.
Yeah.
There's difference between two. You are mixing between two things. Carefully. There is what God is and what God does.
Yeah.
What God is. He's perfect all the time.
I
will let you talk. But listen to this, yeah? Look how Islam can resolve the argument of the atheist. If God's able to do everything, can He lift up a rock that He cannot, that He creates or something? Look how Islam deal with it. There is what God is and what God does. What God is, He is perfect all the times. Do you agree with that?
I agree with
what
that.
God does, He changes. He spoke to Moses, but He never spoke to me directly. He destroyed some nation, but some nations He did not destroy. He showed some mercy to some nations, but so His actions is different than His. When I say it's different than His essence, what God is, which does not change. So when you tell me, can God do everything? Yeah, God do everything according to His wisdom and His might. However, what we're talking about here, we're not talking about God's actions. We're talking what God is. If God is perfect all the times, it's illogical to say who is perfect, He became a baby, because from the human nature, from the baby's nature, He's in need of his mother to take care of him. But God, no one is in need. God does not need no one to take care of him, because He takes care of everyone, everything, every time and all the times. By definition, the way you believe in God is paradox, doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Now, can I talk?
Yeah, of course.
Let's go back to the covenant. Yeah. If God made a covenant with a man, God Himself have to become man.
Yeah. If God what?
Right.
No.
Wait.
If God, I'm heard what you said.
No.
I'm asking you to repeat. All right, speak. Yeah, you let me speak. That's correct. Yeah, no problem.
If God made a covenant with Abraham, yeah, He made a blood covenant with Abraham, and if God made a blood covenant with Abraham, God Himself have to come put on flesh. Correct?
Okay. Yeah. Did God tell to Abraham, I'm going to become a baby?
Sorry?
Did God tell Abraham, from my covenant, I'm going to become a baby?
Remember, part of the covenant was Abraham was tested to give his son. So if Abraham gave his son, God Himself have to find a way, you understand, to present His son to Abraham. To complete the
I'm asking where God said that.
Wait.
Okay, go on. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll let you speak. No.
I'll let you talk.
Yeah, you let me. Yes, correct. Yes,
Listen,
speak.
If Abraham got circumcised, yeah,
so God should get circumcised too.
God Himself have to find Himself. Listen what I'm saying, yeah. I didn't interrupt you at all.
Yeah, didn't.
God Himself have to find Himself in the world to be circumcised. You understand? Yeah. And remember as well, mate. You understand? When Jesus came, yeah, He was the fulfillment of the Abrahamic covenant. Correct?
No, I don't believe what you're saying. I'll let you speak. Because what you're doing, this is called strawman arguments. Strawman arguments, you're not dealing with my arguments. Firstly, if you say whatever Abraham did, God has to do. Abraham had 2 wives. Did God have 2 wives?
No.
So your argument is false.
No. We're talking about the covenant. We're not talking.
Yeah, okay. No problem. Where the covenant says, God said to Abraham, I'm gonna become a baby. That's my question.
No. What I'm saying, if Abraham present his son, God himself now have to present a son. Remember, after that, God himself started prophesying that his son was going to come in the earth.
Okay, that is good.
No.
You're digressing.
I'm not digressing. After that was made, God himself started saying, behold, a virgin will conceive and bear a son. His name shall be called Emmanuel.
Yeah, God with us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he went on into another area and said, a son is given. His name shall be his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father. Yeah. These were all prophecy of God. God himself said this. You understand? Wait.
No problem. I'm letting you speak.
So
can we move away because they're shouting?
Can we go over here?
No problem. Of course, Doc. Come. We go off there because people are shouting. السلام عليكم. والله دقيقة أختي أنا أتكلم معاه دقيقة، لكن أنا والله أنا كنت بتصل بيك والله نسيت أنا، سامحي لي أنا دقيقة.
I see you all the time, man.
Where you from, bro? Where you from?
America.
From America?
I'm Jamaican still.
You're Jamaican, yeah. You're from United States?
Yeah, United States.
I'm joking. United States. So my point, look. What we are speaking about here, what's your name, sir? Derek, yeah? I'm speaking about something. By the way, I'm utilizing our natural inclination, our universal knowledge. So your point about covenant and so on, we're going to come to it. But firstly, Derek here, agree with me that God is perfect all the time. So do you agree with that?
All the time he's
okay.
perfect.
Jesus is God according to you?
Yeah, according to me, if you understand the Trinity.
I understand very well, but I'm going to come to it. So when God become a baby, okay, define what is a baby to me.
A baby is an infant. I mean someone that
is a human being, a child that is born, needs someone to breastfeed him, someone to change his nappy, and you believe God became like this?
Yes.
And he was perfect as well?
Yes.
How is perfect? He's a baby. Baby is not perfect.
But
he did know nothing.
Let me ask you a question. Was Adam perfect?
Adam is not God.
No, I'm asking your question. If Adam was made in the image and the likeness of God, Adam was perfect.
No, he's not because
until he sinned.
No, he's not. He wasn't perfect. Because why? Perfect mean. Let me tell you it's perfect, Derek. Yeah. Perfect mean you have an attribute which make you perfect. The attribute of a perfect knowledge. Okay. Now, if I know everyone's name here, doesn't mean I'm perfect. And someone else said, what is my name? I don't know his name because I never met him. Doesn't mean before Adam was perfect. My knowledge was limited because from my nature I have a limited knowledge. So Adam, from his nature, he had limited knowledge. He had he was not infallible and so on. But God's nature is perfect all the times. So if you believe God become a baby, by definition that's paradox, because a baby is created. A baby is in need of help. God is uncreated. God is not in need of help. Therefore, these two, someone in need of help, someone is created, cannot be the same one who is uncreated and is not in need of any help. That is a logical, rational argument which is based upon the Quran. That's what Allah said in the Quran. You know what Allah said there, Derek? Allah said about Jesus and Mary, كَانَ يَأْكُلَانِ الطَّعَامِ. Both of them used to eat food. Why Allah is saying that? Because that's not the nature of God. If God is in need of food to survive, he cannot be the same God who is self-sufficient all the times, who is not in need of anything else. Look at the argument of the Quran. A rational, logical, powerful argument.
Okay.
Do you agree with the argument?
Can I speak?
But do you agree with the argument?
In a sense. In a sense.
You have to agree with it, bro. You can't escape it.
No.
Go on, Derek. Go on.
That's what I'm saying. Was Jesus the word of God?
All this.
Yeah.
Can I answer it?
Yes.
Okay. He was created by the word of God.
Was he the word of God?
No, he was created by the word of God.
The word of God became flesh.
No.
Kun fayakun. Boom.
That's it. Kun fayakun.
Yeah, the word of God became flesh.
No. That doesn't say that, Derek. Look. You can't look what Allah said. No. I have to clarify that. No. Because
I didn't agree with everything you said, but I didn't interrupt.
No problem.
Yeah.
But kun fayakun.
Wait.
Go on. Sorry. Sorry. Kun
fayakun. The word of God became flesh. God didn't come down and carnally have sex with Mary. Yeah. His word became flesh. Correct? Yeah. And that word, you understand? That flesh was perfect until the day of creation. Correct? Would you agree?
No, I don't.
You don't.
Do you know why?
No. Wait.
Oh, you speak. Okay, go on. You speak. Yeah.
Before you and I, Shamsi was born.
Yeah.
Were there earthquakes, tsunamis, storms?
Yeah, of course.
All this
I think my father told me so. They were.
All this stuff was going on before you and I was born.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at the animal kingdoms, a lion will viciously tear his prey apart, correct?
Okay.
And eat it alive.
Okay.
Yeah. And a snake is armed with venom that will destroy almost anything on earth.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in the animal world. These stuff was going on before you and I were born.
Okay.
Yeah? Even in the marine world, a shark would chase its prey and eat it, and yeah, maliciously. I'm going to somewhere with this. Before you and I was born, all this stuff was going on. Now, let's bring it to us. Yeah. Before you and I was born, there was murder, rape, killing, and all this madness. Before you and I was born. Yeah?
Okay.
And at some point, you and I, came into this evil world. Correct? Yeah,
evil from our perspective, but from God is not evil.
No.
Now I have to clarify that.
No. The world is evil.
No, I don't look at it this way.
No, I'm saying before you and I was born, all the madness and all this stuff was going on. Rape, prostitution, all this in the evil world. Yeah, exactly. Even now.
Yeah, evil things happening. Evil things. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't interrupt. Yeah.
I'm just answering the question.
At some point, you and I was born into it.
Okay.
Correct. Now, as we grow, we realize our parents protected us from the weather. When we were cold, she kept us warm. Yeah, she kept us from insects. She kept us from animals and sometimes human.
Yeah, took care of us.
Yeah. Because instinctively, she know the world is evil.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah.
Okay.
For instance, if one of your siblings, you understand, go out and come home late, and within the time time frame, by the time they get home, you kept calling them and their phone switch off. You're gonna.
Instinctively, you start thinking what's worried about them. Yeah.
Because instinctively, you know the world.
Yeah, they will call it a fitra, natural inclination, naturally. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring this practically now to each individual. As you grow, you realize that you have a conscience. Correct?
Okay.
Your conscience would never allow you to do anything wrong. That's your conscience. That's a God-given gift to every man.
Yeah, we'll call it natural inclination. Al-fitra, fitrat Allah. Yeah, we'll call it.
However, you have a nature, that's rebellious. It will do anything, whenever, however. Say, for instance, you're my man, so to speak. Yeah, I come to your wedding. If I'm at your wedding, you have a beautiful wife. No, wait. You have a beautiful wife. My nature will react, but my conscience says stop, and instantly I'll switch off. Correct?
Okay. You've been speaking for a long time, you know.
No.
I mean, you're not dealing with the point. The point was.
Give me one more minute. Wait.
I'll give you. You're our guest in Britain.
I'm gonna land.
You have to take care of Americans. Go on. You're American guest. Go on.
I'm gonna land. Yeah.
Go on. Yeah. You're going to land, yeah?
Yeah.
Take it easy. It's windy.
Yeah.
It's a bit windy here, so take it easy.
Yeah. So you made me lose my phone. Yeah. So your nature.
So excited, man.
No, I'm saying your nature will react.
You're saying because you will rebel, yes? Okay.
But your conscience will say stop it.
Okay.
Now, our own mind.
Okay.
Yeah? Sometimes some thoughts comes in our way. You're like, yo, where did that come from? Yeah. You understand? Some evil thoughts, and your conscience should kill it, and you kill it instantly. Yeah. This shows us, you understand, that we're in a state. Yeah. That if we stand before Allah, watch this now. If we stand before Allah, I'm going to call God Allah. You understand? Okay.
Yeah, Jesus never called him God, by the way. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus was not from Britain.
No, I'm saying if we stand before Allah in that state, we're in a big problem. You understand? Messed up thoughts, messed up nature.
No, we're not. As a Muslim, we're not. We are not. I don't agree with that.
Stop.
Okay. But bro, you've been speaking for long, Derek. Come on, man.
I'm gonna land.
But you haven't landed, brother. You're too high then.
No, I'm saying when I land, when you start speaking, I won't say a word.
Okay, khalas, go on. All right, go on.
Yeah, I mean, messed up nature, messed up thoughts.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. And we live in a messed up world.
Okay.
Allah see our state, and if we stand before Allah in that state, we don't stand a chance. No. We wouldn't stand a chance because we have now become part of the messed up society. Okay. You understand? And only Allah Himself can fix that. There was a time when Allah sorted out with water. He destroyed the whole lot.
Yeah.
You understand?
The time of Noah.
When the world, no, I'm saying, please, no echoing, please. When the world was in that state, you understand? And basically, we're in a state now where it's worse. If you stand before Allah to be judged right now, you understand? Yeah. We wouldn't stand a chance. Watch this now. If I stand before a judge, and a judge is gonna punish me to death, you understand? And the state runs in and say, you know what? What's your name?
Jamal.
Yeah, we have just put Jamal to death for the crime Derek commits. Yeah. Right there, the judge have lost jurisdiction over me. He can't touch me. I can look at the judge and say, you know what? Let me walk out your courtroom. No, hurry up with the proceeding. I'm ready to go. You understand? Because if you touch me, it'll be double jeopardy. If I stand before Allah and I say, Allah, you have made provision for me, yeah, to stand before you today because you have made your own son die on my behalf. Okay. That's the only way I can stand justified before. I can't stand before Allah and say, you know what, Allah, you know what, I've done my best. It's not possible. That would be disrespecting His holiness, His righteousness, and His perfection.
You finish, yeah, that's it.
Carry on.
You to be honest, I respect Derek here.
Carry on.
You not just went off the topic. I mean, you dropped off the topic. No. You know, literally, you know, our topic was simply because I can deal about the covenant. No, our topic simply was about the nature of the Most High, the Creator, the Almighty. Which one? Yeah, because of course, who is God? Why God become a baby? And if God is perfect all the times, when you look at the God in Islam, the Creator in Islam, the Creator in Islam goes in line with our sound reasoning, natural inclination. When I say our sound reasoning, our natural inclinations, I'm not talking about Muslims, rather universally, universal. And what that shows us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who sent down the Quran, is the same one who gave us that natural inclination and the sound reasoning. That's why they go one hand to hand perfectly. Okay, that's what I'm speaking about. Okay, I will speak about Jesus died for sins and so on. We'll deal with that. So now when we analyze God in the Christian belief or even the Old Testament, does not go in line with our sound reasoning, natural inclination. Naturally, rationally, you know that God is perfect all the times. Correct. Okay, so by definition, if you say God is perfect and perfect all the times and imperfect at the same time, you have lost your sanity. Literally, I'm not saying you, yeah? Any person says that, yeah? So if God is perfect all the time and God is self-sufficient all the times, correct? Self-sufficient, he's not in need of no one.
Correct.
Do you agree with that, yeah?
I believe that.
So when God became a baby and he was in need of his mother to change his nappy and to breastfeed him and to take care of him, that cannot be the same God who is perfect all the times. Look how Allah describes himself in the Quran. Derek, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Say Allah is the only one, the unique. Allahu Samad, Master, self-sufficient, is not in need of no one. Everyone's in need of him. لم يلد ولم يولد. He begat not, neither was he begotten. ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. And there is nothing like unto him. There is nothing similar to him. Like Allah in the Quran mentioned, ما قدر الله حق قدره والأرض جميعا قبضته يوم القيامة والسماوات مطويات بيمينه سبحانه وتعالى عما يشركون. Allah said, the people have not estimated Allah the way it should be estimated. The one that the heavens and the earth, the whole earth, that is massive, spacious earth, will be in the grip of his hand. Okay? But verily, the pagans, the polytheists, do not respect the Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you look how Allah describes himself in the Quran perfectly, with the glorification, magnification, you know, you see that. Put faith in your heart, put glorifying the Creator in your heart, loving the Creator. Now we come to Christianity, God become a baby, and someone changes nappy, but God is not a human being, because by definition God is uncreated. A baby is created. By definition God knows everything all the times. Baby doesn't know everything, has to be learned. That is not the same. That cannot be God. No way. Literally you have to switch off your mind, your sound reasoning, natural inclination. So what I'm saying, come to Islam, Derek. Islam makes sense more, it makes sense. You agree with me about the God in the Quran, but you cannot agree with the God in Christianity, because I will go against your own sound reason, natural inclination. So before I move on, because I know you speak for a long time, before I move on to the other, but I'm saying, because nobody's speaking here. Before move on to the other topics which you have mentioned in your time, do you agree with me so far that it is impossible, irrational for God who is self-sufficient all the times to be the same God who is in need of people help?
Unless you understand the Trinity.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I'm answering your question. Unless you understand the Trinity, you can't.
I understand Trinity.
You're not putting that in.
Let me explain Trinity to you.
Yeah,
you believe the Father is God.
Yes.
Jesus is God.
Yes.
The Holy Spirit is God.
Yes.
Then you believe Jesus, not the Father, became a baby.
Right.
You believe Jesus became a baby.
Correct.
Is Jesus God?
Yes.
Is God perfect all the time?
Yes.
Okay, so that God is perfect all the time. Who was Jesus? Yeah.
Yes.
When he was self-sufficient, is not in need of no one all the times. Was he the same God who was getting breastfed by Mary
Yes.
and changing his nappy?
Yes.
All right, take care of yourself, Derek. May Allah bless you to Islam. You know, that's it. If you have that,
Nice meeting you,
that's
though,
to meet you.
man.
Take care of yourself. May Allah guide you. All right, take care, man. Brother, how you doing, man? That's family, man. Good, yeah?